Chris Sewall here, baseball card collector, investor, dealer in that order. Welcome to the good stuff. High Rollers Vintage Edition, and it's Vintage Edition because we were looking at the latest Heritage auction. They specialize mainly in vintage. I believe 8 of the top 10 spots this week are vintage. We get one first-timer, always like welcoming in the newbies. The auction ended on June 24th, and we're going to count down the top 10 after checking out some honorable mentions. Not as many high-dollar sales as we're used to seeing on a standard High Rollers list, so a lot of the honorable mentions are in the 4 figures, but still a lot of great stuff. Let's check out the honorable mentions first, starting with pre-war baseball. 1941 play ball near set, 68 of the 72 cards in the set, missing just 4 cards. Many of the cards are graded by SGC. You can see Ted Williams in the upper right is an SGC 3, Jimmy Fox in the lower right, an SGC 4. Set is missing Joe Namath, I'm assuming, as he's not featured on the front page, and it would make sense that he would be if he was included, so I'm assuming he wasn't. $4,320. All the prices you see include the buyer's premium, so technically the hammer price was a little less than this, but that's what the buyer is paying out of pocket to own this item. 1950 Bowman Baseball Complete Set, 252 cards in this set, many cards graded by PSA, $7,800. 1950 is sort of an in-between set. 49 is loaded with key rookies, and so is 51. 1950, for some reason, has no notable rookies, although it does have Ted Williams, Jackie Robinson, Yogi Berra, and other greats. Hank Aaron rookie, 1954 tops, graded a PSA X Mint 6. Looks to be a really nice looking 6 from here. A little bit off center left to right, but no major issues whatsoever. $10,800. Here's one from the Pop Report, or one you can thank the Pop Report about. 1972 tops, Joe Morgan. It's graded PSA Gem Mint 10. That's just a Pop 5. $5,400. This card can be picked up in mid-grade raw for just a couple bucks. On to football, 1966 Philadelphia shoebox collection of over 440 cards, including a bunch of cards graded by PSA, as you can see. Not sure if there's a complete set included in this slot or not, but 440 cards is way more than the number of cards in the set. You got a Gale Sayers rookie included in the upper left, graded a PSA 6. That's a nice one. Jim Brown, there's a Johnny Unitas and other goodies included, $5,880. 1997 Skybox Metal Universe Precious Metal Gems Green uncut sheet of 100 cards. That's football. Now, the Precious Metal Gem Greens, the PMGs, are serial numbered out of 15, but the cards on this sheet are not serial numbered. I guess this is some sort of promo sheet, or I don't really know what's going on here. $6,900 for the uncut sheet. On to basketball, 1961 Fleer near set, 54 of the 66 cards. Is missing the big boys. No Wilt Chamberlain, Oscar Robertson, no Bill Russell, but it does have other goodies. Jerry West, Len Wilkins, and other major stars. A lot of them graded by PSA, just short of 10 grand. How about this 8-card lot of 1993 Topps Finest Michael Jordan refractors? This is the first year of refractors in any of the sports. 93 Finest in both baseball and basketball. 8 copies of the Jordan. They're all graded by Beckett, either a 7 or a 7.5. $4,680 is about $600 a card. Look at this basketball card. 2013 Upper Deck Exquisite Collection Michael Jordan Signature Kicks Monumental Laces. It's ungraded, but you can see, I guess it's laces from a shoe there on his on the card, and his autograph, $5,760. It's serial numbered out of 10. Hockey, 1954 Topps Hockey Complete Set, 60 cards in the set, many of them graded by PSA. Looks to be a mid-grade or mid to high grade set, $3,480. Soccer, 2016 Topps Dynasty Pele autograph patch. It's graded a BGS Gem Mint 9.5, 10 for the auto. Nice 2-color patch, serial numbered out of 10, $5,880. A couple of sort of non-card items. 1930s Lou Gehrig signed album page, just a blank, basically a blank page with Lou Gehrig's autograph on it, into 5 figures, $10,500. Another autograph of a Yankee legend. This one's a little more displayable, we'll say. Babe Ruth 1941 autograph check. Displayed on this framed item along with a couple of photos, just short of $10,000, $9,240. Who remembers Beckett magazine? This is the very first Beckett basketball card magazine from 1990. It featured, of course, Michael Jordan. Who else? And this one has been autographed by MJ, $3,240. How about a golf item? 1996 Greater Milwaukee Open full ticket. The ticket is graded a PSA VGEX4. And this was the event that featured Tiger Woods in his professional golfing debut, $4,800. And we'll finish on a button, like just a regular old button, the size of a button, or let's say the size of a dime. 1789 George Washington inaugural linked states button. It has GW in the middle. I'll be honest, I don't know anything about buttons, nor does my research department, but I'm going to read from the description here. Widely considered the most attractive of several button formats released to commemorate the inauguration of our nation's first president, this particular model has been cleaned to like-new perfection, gleaming with the dawn of a new democracy. Washington's initials appear at the center of concentric circles reporting "Long live the President" and the initials of the 13 original colonies. We took this button down to our historical department for vetting, and they confirm originality, noting the stippling of the engraving and minor waviness of the disc to indicate 18th century production, though they could not determine if the loop on the verso is original. Most original have replacements, and this is accepted within the collecting community. The diameter is just over 1.25 centimeters or inches, not sure. Centimeters or inches. $6,600 for this button. And all I get in the comments from everyone all the time is, Chris, your videos are great, but you just don't do enough vintage button content. And I went ahead and listened, and your boy here has delivered. But that brings us to our top 10, and tipping us off at number 10 is 1986 Fleer Basketball complete set. 132 cards in the set plus 11 stickers. Oh, that would, what is that? 143 cards in all. This set features the rookie card of 11 Hall of Famers, including the all-important Michael Jordan in the lower right, which is graded a PSA near mint 8. The Michael Jordan rookie sticker in the upper right is graded an X mint 6. Set sold for $11,100. This struck me as pretty low, especially because the Jordan rookie in a PSA 8 sells for over $7,000 on its own. Number 9, 1933 Goudey number 53, Babe Ruth. Ruth appears in this set 4 times, but this is the most desired one. I think it's the rarest, but just by a little bit. It's also the first time he appears in the set numerically. It's graded an SGC Good Plus 2.5, and at least from here looks like a really strong eye appeal 2.5. It's minor issues throughout, but nothing really major. A little bit off center, just like corner wear. Some, like I said, minor issues throughout. Light discoloration on the back, but really no major issues that jump out. Sold for $12,600. This sale is basically exactly where it should be. The average of the last 6 SGC 2.5s is actually $12,500. So, like I said, right about where it should be. Number 8, 1996 Topps Chrome Basketball Factory Sealed Hobby Box. 24 packs in the box. As you can see, it's still sealed. I believe you get only 4 cards per pack, so you're only looking at 96 cards here in this box. Kobe Bryant's the big card, the big rookie card. Kobe Bryant Refractor is the really big rookie card you're looking to pull. But there's also Allen Iverson rookie in his refractor, Steve Nash rookie in his refractor, Ray Allen rookie in his refractor, Michael Jordan's in this set, other names, Shaquille O'Neal, etc. So a lot of big money cards to pull, particularly the refractors, although they're going to be pretty tough odds here, given that you're only getting 96 cards in the entire box. Sold for $13,200. Again, the odds are not good that this would sort of pan out to be a profit if you were to open it, but the Kobe Bryant in a gem mint grade, the refractor version anyway, does go for multiple 6 figures. Number 7, 1985 Pwcc Hockey Unopened Wax Box. 48 packs in the box, sort of an interesting number. I don't recall boxes featuring 48 packs, but sealed and certified by Baseball Card Exchange. The big card you're looking to pull out of here is Mario Lemieux rookie. Given that there's 48 packs, and there's only 264 cards in the set, so if there's 15 cards per pack, which is usually the case in 1980s products, I don't know about about this for sure, but that would mean roughly you're going to be getting about 3 Mario Lemieux rookies in a box here. Again, I'm not sure those numbers are correct, but that's sort of my back of the envelope rough math here. 3 Mario Lemieux rookies. The box sold for $15,000. Mario Lemieux rookie in a PSA 10 sells for about 3 times that. So if you hit one of them and it comes back at 10, you've done real well. But otherwise, you're going to probably lose money on the box, assuming you were to open up and sell it as for breakup value. Number 6, a vintage item I'm not even familiar with, 1909 to 1913 M1012 Sporting News Supplements. This is a near set, 77 cards. Apparently there's 100 cards in the complete set. This is 77 of them. You can see a Ty Cobb in the lower left. I guess the backs were blank, as you can see there, but a bunch of stars from the pre-war era, and they appear to be in really, really nice shape, obviously, for something over 100 years old. The near set went for $19,800. I couldn't find much information on these before, and like I said, I've never even seen these before, so yeah, there you go. $19,800 for 77 of these M1012 Sporting News supplements. Number 5, 1951 Bowman number 253 Mickey Mantle rookie. It's graded a PSA VGEX4, and centering is the thing that jumps out as the biggest issue here. Top-bottom centering, as you look at the photo, is quite off. Left to right centering is off a bit as well, but everything else looks really, really nice. Corners look pretty sharp, edges great, surface looks fantastic, and the back looks very, very clean as well. For most vintage collectors these days are sticklers for centering. Centering was never, for me personally, the most notable, the most important feature. I always thought, surface was more important. Crisp photo with no sort of blemishes. This card, to me, I would call a really nice looking for, but probably the average collector would not feel that way. Sold for $20,400. The sale is basically right in line with other recent PSA 4 sales. The average of the most recent PSA 4 sales is $19,500. So a tad on the high side, but basically, like I said, right in line. Number 4, 1984 Star. That's listed here as 1985 Star for some reason. Star Basketball complete set. 288 cards in the set. Includes the all-important Michael Jordan rookie or pre-rookie, depending on who you ask. That's the card in the lower right, which is graded a PSA near mint 7. Jordan's actually in the set 2 other times. You can see in the upper left is also a 7, and then in the bottom middle, just left of middle, also a 7. 3 Jordans, all graded on PSA 7. You also got Hakeem Olajuwon's first card, a near mint 8 in the upper middle. John Stockton's first card, upper right, in an 8. Charles Barkley's first card, in a 7.5 in the lower left, and a bunch of other rookies or pre-rookies, again, sort of depending on who you ask. This complete set sold for $26,400. When I first saw that price, I thought that was crazy low. The Jordan alone in the lower right sells for about $18,000. It seemed like there would have to be more breakup value than that, but I guess none of the other cards are sort of big money cards. The Olajuwon, Barkley, Stockton, these all sort of right around $1,000 or a little bit or even less. So I guess it doesn't quite add up, but again, to me, it seems like there's probably more value here than $26K. Number 3, 1972 Topps, number 686, Steve Garvey. The card is graded a PSA Gem Mint 10. This is actually Garvey's second year card. It's in the high number series. 1972 had some tough high numbers, and PSA 10 looks about right. Perfect card on the front. I don't see anything to complain about. Back looks just about perfect as well. Maybe the tiniest bit of centering issues if you're really nitpicking, but absolute blazer here. Sold for $30,000. This is Garvey's first ever appearance on a High Rollers Top 10 list. Welcome, Steve. This is the first sale of this card in over 4 years in this grade. The last sale of a PSA 10 was all the way back in 2019 when it went for $1,500. That was, of course, before the big COVID boom, 2020 price boom, whatever you want to call it. So the card is basically 20x'd since 2019. The card is a PSA Pop 9. Number 2, 1952 Topps, number 311, Mickey Mantle. It's graded an SGC VGEX plus 4.5, and it looks to be a really sharp 4.5 from here. Centering is fantastic, left to right, a little bit off top to bottom, but nothing major. Corners and edges look great. Surface looks fantastic. Maybe a minor blemish on the left, towards the left, or maybe that's even a crease of some kind. I'm not quite sure, but really doesn't detract a whole lot from the card. Really, really strong eye appeal from a 4.5, at least from here. And the back is super duper clean as well. Sold for $84,000. This sale is actually pretty low. There hasn't been an SGC 4.5 sale in over 6 months, so tough to kind of go off of there. But if you compare them to SGC 4s and SGC 5s, it's pretty low. That's about what SGC 4s have been going for. SGC 5s go for close to double this. So, like I said, this price to me strikes me as a little bit lower than I would have predicted. And number 1, 2003 Exquisite Collection Patch Autograph number 78, LeBron James rookie. It's graded a BGS Mint 9 with average level subgrades. You get 2 9s on there, but also a 9.5 and an 8.5. The card is serial numbered out of 99 and a nice, I guess we'll call that a 3-color patch. Really nice 3-color patch. And the auto gets a 10 score. Sold for $324,000. The sale is actually very, very low. This is the lowest sale of the card in a BGS 9 in a long time. Actually, ever as far as I can see, although for some reason the website I'm using only goes back to 2020. But yeah, this card was selling for over $1 million regularly in 2022. And actually, one reached over $2 million in August of 2021. So quite the fall since then. The last sale of a BGS 9 before this one was back in January for $564,000. So even compared to that one, it's fallen quite a bit. The Beckett pop report really isn't valid here. It shows as a Beckett pop 43 with 12 copies graded higher, but the pop report also shows that the card's been graded 102 times. Remember, the card's numbered out of 99, so that obviously includes a whole bunch of regrade attempts. I wouldn't, put any stock into those numbers there. But that's it. Your top 10 this week featured 3 vintage sets. I guess we're calling 80s basketball vintage. 2 unopened wax boxes, 2 Mickey Mantle, and 1 each of LeBron James, Babe Ruth, and newcomer Steve Garvey. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Tomorrow is regular rollers. Hopefully we'll do some more vintage button content soon, and we'll see you again next time. Thanks, everyone.